What's going on, Stan? This is Kenneth. That's me boxing. Let's speak boxing. Great weekend of fights this weekend. I mean, I'm gonna try to cover both of them. Give my fight prediction. I'm not gonna live in the gray. I'm gonna give my, hey, this is the fight. This is who I think is gonna win. This is where this is where the money's at, and that's it. If I'm right, I'm right. I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not gonna here try to break down, give scientific evidence like as if I got a doctorate or something. Anybody got time for that, dude? Hey, hey, let's just talk boxing. That's pretty much it. We got the Fury versus Usyk, which I'm going to go ahead and give a prediction on that. But this video, and then in Australia, we have, for the vacant IBF, we have George Kambosos versus Lomachenko, which is, we're going to talk about that right now. Give my fight prediction right now. It's taking place in Australia. And this is do or die for both fighters. I mean, it's do or die for both fighters. You know what I'm saying? If they lose, shit. You know what I'm saying? You gave a good run. It's going to be practically impossible for you to get another big fight. You know what I'm saying? The win, I mean, you got the IBF title, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe you can take on the winner of Tank versus Frank Martin, which I'm going to go ahead and give a prediction on that as well. You have Shakur Stevenson just calling out everyone and their grandma, just dying, looking for a fight, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, both fighters it's detrimental for them, for their careers to move forward. And I watched the press conference that happened today. You know, Lomachenko's pretty laid back. Kambosos is all about war, war, war. This is gonna be great, and you know he's a big talker. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell he has a lot of pressure. He's nervous, but he's on his home turf. You know what I'm saying? But Loma does what Loma does, and I understand it's probably a language barrier and shit like that. But fuck that. Nah, it's no language barrier. The dude, I mean, he's been under the lights. He's a professional. Is he nervous? No. He's just gonna go out there and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, both fighters, I mean, this is gonna be huge. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is, like, say for instance, Lomachenko, he came off a loss to Devin Haney. I had Lomachenko dominating, winning that fight hands down. But obviously, I must have been blind on it. But unanimous decision, Devin Haney just go ahead and took the win. Obviously, you've seen what Ryan Garcia did to Devin Haney. But so I mean, there's turmoil there. And his last loss was because he was dominating the division for quite some time in 2020. 2020, Teofimo stepped in. I had that fight a draw. You know what I'm saying? I understand that Teo took the first half of the fight, and then from there, the second half, I think Lomachenko started letting their hands go, catching Teo. I had it a draw. Matter of fact, I had Teo probably winning one round. You know what I'm saying? But they gave it to Teo. I had Loma winning by one round, but they went ahead and gave it to Teo. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Teo stepped up. He was the underdog. He proved everyone wrong. And he pressed the action. He really didn't hurt Loma whatsoever. It was just he was a little bit more active in the first half. You know what I'm saying? And then right after that fight, I believe Loma went to war. You know, the whole Ukrainian shit happened, and he went to go serve his country. In the meantime, Kambosos stepped in, and as you see now, Teo was saying that he was injured, he couldn't breathe, and he was suffering some health issues. But he took the fight, got knocked down, and he was being super aggressive, but he was getting caught. So Kambosos did his thing, you know what I'm saying? Kambosos came out victorious in that fight. He never got the rematch. Same thing with Teo versus Loma, never happened with the rematch. Same thing with Haney versus Lona, never happened a rematch. So do I think there's a rematch? Fuck no, man. These guys don't rematch one another. Even though it's close, even though they feel like it's robbery, they're not robbing one another. So, between them mixing it up, it's been interesting, man. So we don't know what we're about to get ourselves into. The only thing is styles make fights, man. Styles make fights, right? Loma, 17-3. Like I said, Teo and Haney suffered those losses, right? Kambosos, 2 losses, both to Haney. First one, Haney went overseas, boxed him up. You know what I'm saying? And the second one was decisive. The second one, it was pretty much like a Gotti versus Mayweather. That shit wasn't even fucking close. You know what I'm saying? It was like a Mayweather versus Marquez. It was like a Mayweather versus Canelo. It's funny how I mentioned Mayweather. Mayweather makes fucking great fighters look ordinary. Fucking untouchable. It was like a Mayweather versus Mosley post that two big shots that he landed. And I'm talking about, whatever. let me get off Mayweather right now. But yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Haney completely dominated Kambosos, right? And listening to Kambosos and during the press conference, I mean, you can feel the pressure. You know what I'm saying? He's out there for his people, and he knows it's do or die for him. Yeah, he's gonna get a little payday. If Haney can box, Haney outboxed him, and you're talking about the technical of all technical fighters, which is Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko's fast. He's quick. He's strong. You know what I'm saying? He has speed. He has power. And boxing IQ's there. So, I mean, styles make fights. And Kambosos can say, you know, he's a technician. He's fast. But, I mean, he's going to get beat to the punch. He's not as fast as Lomachenko, right? He's not as strong as Lomachenko. So he's literally going to have to just bring it balls to the wall. But if he sits there and tries to outbox and pop shop, I mean, he's gonna get tattooed and just outbox, outclassed, and probably stopped. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's one of those things to his legacy, and I hope this shit doesn't happen. I see Kambosos getting stopped, but I wouldn't be surprised if he starts feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And feeling that he's getting dominated, and he fucking quits on the stool or fakes an injury or some bullshit like that. You know, he pulls a Mayorga, looks at his hand and shit like that when Cotto hit him, and just blame it on his hand and shit like that. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I hope that doesn't happen, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't happen, I see Lomachenko, hands down, dominated, unanimous decision, possibly stopping him late rounds in the fight. Which, you know, Loma needs a stoppage. Yeah, he's going to get the IBF title, but, I mean, that'll line him up perfectly. I know Mayweather said, hey, Tank ain't ready, but I think Tank's ready more than anything, and I think that'll be a big payday fight. Even Shakur step up and want that IBF title. And he's looking for a fight, but he's also looking for a strap. So, I mean, that's mega fights. I don't see Lomachenko jumping up in weight. I don't see Haney coming back down. I don't see Teofimo coming back down. So after this fight with the IBF strap, I mean, that's big money fights right there and great opportunities for Shakur. And I think Shakur has what it takes to beat Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Tank versus Loma, that'll be a good fight. That'll be a hell of a fight. I think Lomachenko could outbox Tank. I really don't know how he can take a punch like that. I don't know if he can touch. I mean, I don't know if Loma can take Tank's power. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I would lean more towards Tank. Landing a clean power shot and us seeing something that we never seen before, and stopping Lomachenko, stopping Loma. But if that doesn't happen, I see Tank getting outboxed. You know what I'm saying? But Shakur, I would see Shakur winning that fight. Easy. I'll see Shakur win that fight easy. Because Shakur has what it takes as far as keeping his distance. He's faster than Loma. He's quicker than Loma. And, you know, the motherfucker doesn't like to get punched. So, and he can bang as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it'll be a good fight. It'll definitely be a good fight. But I mean, I'm interested in seeing it. I mean, let's step by step. Let's see Lomachenko do his thing versus Kambosos. After that, I mean, winner from Frank Martin Tank, and then let's see what Shakur Stevenson has to say. You know what I'm saying? This is Kenneth Boxing. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go ahead and get my fight predictions for the upcoming fights as well. Have a good one.